Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing? Let me know if you can hear me, see me. Hi, Linda. Let me see here. Are you guys able to hear me okay and to hear the music? Yes. Hi, friends. Hi, Lisa. Hi, everybody. Oh, it's so nice to be here with you guys and to see you all. Okay, so let me just arrange this here. Sorry for the delay, the technology. Okay, there we go. Hi, Bobby. Hi, Yulia. Oh, so nice to see you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all who booked the mini healings. We're going to do that today. Thank you for your likes, your shares, your subscribes, as always. I know I've been away for a while, but yeah, I had a bit of a health scare, transformation. There was a lot that I needed to clear, and I think the goddess was like, okay, 2025, you need to sit down, lay down, and heal. So I was put on pause completely. That's why you guys haven't seen me. It wasn't because I didn't want to be here. I was dying to be here, but I was literally so depleted by this illness that I had. I developed this heart condition, and it was so it went so deep, and physically it completely shut me down. So I had almost zero energy. I couldn't cook, I couldn't stand up. I was basically in bed for almost all of this year. And I really had to learn how to let go and surrender and allow, the changes to happen within me, and allow God to show me why I was going through this. And I had to be taken care of for the first time in my life. My parents had to take care of me. My mother had to take care of me. They had to cook for me. They had to, basically be there with me. And I had never experienced that in my life. So it was a very, very healing thing. It brought a lot of power back to me in a way, because I was so used to giving, and I wasn't really used to receiving. So in the beginning it was quite a shock. And then I started to learn from the experience. So I know many of you have gone through very big transformations as well. I've heard from some of you who have written to me via DM on Instagram or otherwise, and I can only say that it's getting better from now on. I'm the living proof here. And like they say, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right? So we are getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And even having these moments of death and going through processes where our ego dies, or where parts of us literally die, it's also part of what we're here to do in this time. Because when these parts of us die that we can no longer carry into the new energy, that's when we are able to make space to heal deeply and profoundly. So we're letting go of imprints, we're letting go of ways of being, we're letting go of our trauma, we're letting go of our past identity, and all the stories that sometimes we attribute to our past. This is and has been like a major karmic cleansing for everyone in different areas. For each of you, you may be experiencing this in different areas, but wherever, the energies are asking you to let go of something, or wherever you feel like you're dying to an old identity, that's exactly where the work is being done for you or with you. Hi, Maria. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Yes, I'm doing better. I had yesterday another MRI to see how everything's going, because the heart is a bit delicate. I came to find out it's a delicate muscle. It's incredible, really, when you learn everything that it does. But because it literally holds our heart field, our magnetic field, that's also what we use as healers to protect ourselves when we're giving healings. So that's one of the reasons that I wasn't able to offer healings during this time, and I wasn't able to sort of work in the fields a lot, because my field wasn't strong enough to protect me to go out there, let's say. So usually it's like our safety net, our safety grid, our connection to earth, our connection to our body, our connection to unconditional love. But when you're suffering from an illness in the heart, this field sort of like becomes thinner or more permeable. So I was literally put on pause in that way. And not gonna lie, it was very hard, because I wanted to be out here with you guys. I wanted to be healing. And it's a little like you have like Superman, and then suddenly you get kryptonite, and then all your powers go away and you can't use your powers. But it was a very good thing in a way for the spiritual ego, because I was able to come back home into who I am without any labels, without the healer, the teacher, and all the spiritual labels that are wonderful. But I was able to just go deeper and deeper and release those layers, release those identifications. And I was just my little raw, vulnerable self. And there were moments where it was very, very scary even, the body has its way of surviving. So during all this time I had these sort of like they weren't like heart attacks, but something happened in my heart where it started beating in a different way. So my whole system thought that it was going to collapse, it was going to die, and I couldn't breathe. So I went into survival mode so many times with my physical body that at one point I thought, maybe I'm gonna die, maybe this is it. Maybe this is where I leave. And I was faced with some fears, in that moment. I was faced with also with a test of faith, and I had to really work with my physical body to bring it to that vibration where my higher self was, or my higher perspective of the illness that I was going through was. And the part of me that knew that everything was going to be okay, that this was also being guided by God, by my angels, my guides. But of course, physical pain is physical pain, and the body reacts in a way to protect us, right? So I learned a lot from this, from the physical body experience, and also from feeling, so vulnerable, to the point of yeah, like not knowing what was going to happen, I had to let go. I had to even let go of trying to come back and to be there for everyone. I had to let go of being there for my family, being there for my friends, being there for my work. Everything had to be put on pause. But then I started to find a lot of the pain from the past that was still woven into my heart in a way. And I had the chance to start pulling like each of these threads that were no longer serving me. And it was a process. I cried a lot. I had a lot of spiritual experiences too, because when your body is not functioning normally, you sort of go into this expanded state of being. I don't know if you guys have experienced this, but I had many moments where there were these conversations that I had with God or with nature even. And I found out a lot about my own self and where I was going and why I was called to expand. But before every expansion, we need a contraction, right? So for me, this was a contraction year. And there were some pains involved, physical mostly, but also emotional. And then slowly, it started to expand, and I started to be able to see through the other side. But I also have so much more, compassion and understanding for everyone who has gone through any medical issues and everyone who has gone through the system as well. Because sometimes they make you think that you're crazy or that you don't know what's going on with your body. Hi, Maddie. Hi, Salome. Hi, Anthony. Oh, thank you, Anthony. That I'm reading your comment about the dandelion juice. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, Linda. Thank you guys for listening. I just wanted to share a little everything that I went through so that you have also a reference, and anyone who's going through a hard time may get some hope, and some strength from this. We're also going to do a healing now. But yeah, so going through the medical system, when you have no strength and when you are at your most vulnerable, it's very easy to be swayed into things. I had even nightmares during this time about these doctors that were trying to cut me open, and then it literally happened. They wanted to do like a surgery. They wanted to do a biopsy from my neck, from a lymph node, and I had to really stand my ground and say, no, like, I don't want you to cut me open. I don't think it's necessary, and then I really felt like there was this type of bullying going on, like, we know better, we are the super doctors, and it's fine. And I know there are amazing doctors out there, and there are, people who are really there to help. But being, a healer, or being a spiritual being, or looking through that lens, and especially all of you, who I know that you're awake, you're in a path of awakening, you're in a path of enlightenment. We don't have the same needs in order to heal. Like, each individual has different needs and different ways to heal. And for some, the medical system may work very well. For some, it may work a little bit. For me, it worked a little bit because I did get a medicine from the beginning that helped me, because I had water around my heart, a lot of water. And if I wouldn't have had that medicine, they would have had to basically insert something and pull the water out. So there were things that really helped me with that. Hey, love. Hi, Valerie. There were things that really helped, but then there were also many things that were too much for my system. Like I went to the ER, I don't know, like 4 or 5 times this year in different places and to different hospitals. And, you know, the way that they treat you, the way that they treat the patients, it was something where I didn't feel comfortable at all. And the moment that I had a little bit of more energy, a little bit of more say in what was happening, then I was able to start healing my way, right? And I started to heal with a colleague of mine. I started to heal with a teacher of mine who's also a healer. And I also went to a natural doctor, I don't know, homeopathic doctor. And he did something with my blood where they take it out, they put ozone, I think, and then they put it back in. And that really, really helped me start to get better. So I'm not 100% there yet. I am still in the process of healing. I will know much more next Tuesday when I get this last MRI, and they will see if the fluid is still there, how the heart is, if it's still inflamed or not, and what's going on there. But I feel much, much better. So hopefully, starting January, when we have the Magdalene Yeshua course, I will be perfect to do the course, which requires a lot of energy because, as you know, we do a lot of healing work there and a lot of sort of by location with these sacred sites and a lot of channeling. And this is something that I will do include in my next Brave programs, because I learned a lot about how to protect your energy as a healer, but not just generally, but very detailed depending on what type of energy work you're doing. So it's different if you're channeling, it's different if you are being a medium, it's different if you are receiving divine messages, it's different if you're reading energy and using your clairvoyance, it's different if you are literally channeling another being. You know, there are all these ways that we use our body to be the receiver of those transmissions, but divine energy is a huge current, so we need to be able to have the right instrument and use the right places of our body, our mind, our fields, so that when we become the channel, the energy flows through us. And also we are able to release the excess energy, and we're able to calibrate to the energy that we are receiving in that moment. Because during this journey also, I came to meet a lot of traditional healers here in Mexico. Out of coincidence, I just met some of these old healers, old shamans, and all of them told me the same, like, this part of this illness that you developed in the body came through the energetic work. And there are nuances. Don't get scared for those of you who do energy work. But there is like a common denominator to all these teachings, which I learned is very interesting. And when we apply it, you can really feel the difference. So for our next course of Brave, we're going to be having a lot of very detailed steps into how to have, I guess, a better management of your own energetic qualities when you're being a channel and when you're healing. Okay. Oh, thank you for being here, Julia. Good. Okay. So, does anybody have any questions for me? Oh, and if you guys want to join us for the Magdalene Yeshua course, it's going to be a course. It's like the second series. The first one was the Magdalene Temple, which if anyone wants to have access to that, let me know. You can still do it as an initiation before we do the Magdalene Yeshua course in January. And there were lots of very beautiful, valuable teachings there. And it was an initiation into this path of the Magdalene, into the sacred rose teachings, but also, as always, into yourself, right? What we're getting to know through all of these courses and things is ourselves better. And we're learning how to love ourselves better. And we're learning how to use our power and our strength better. And in a way to co-create, right? And to create what we are wanting to create, the world that we want to live in. So that series was very, very beautiful. If you want to do it before we start the Magdalene Yeshua Temple, you can do it. You can also jump right into the Magdalene and Yeshua Temple. But let's say you will probably get more out of it if you do the Magdalene Temple first. And in the Magdalene Yeshua Temple, we start working with the energy of the feminine and masculine, right? And we will be working in calling in your divine masculine, the divine masculine essence, working with the divine masculine within you. And it's going to be a different course. I've never done something like this. And it's not just about manifesting, it's more about getting to learn who you are, who and where your masculine energy is, and where your divine masculine energy in the outer world is. Like, what am I calling in? What do I want? Even if you already have a partner, you can use this to sort of upgrade your relationship with that partner. And if you don't have a partner, you can use this also to manifest the relationship that you want to manifest. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to do a lot of clearing, a lot of healing. And I'm also going to do a new modality of healing that I haven't done before, that I learned while I was sick. I had like a weekend and a week where I was feeling better, and I decided to do this course and learn a new way of healing. You guys know I'm always like looking for new things, learning. And yeah, we're going to use those techniques for the first time during this Magdalene Yeshua Temple course. And yeah, I'm going to paste the link here. Let me see if I can. Or I'll just put it in the description box below this video if anyone wants to register, wants to join. Okay. Hi, Luna. So nice to see you. Hi, Victoria. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad, you guys. I'm glad at least we have a big library here on the YouTube channel and on my website. And I know some of you were telling me you were listening to the old videos. Thank you so much. You know, they're timeless. You can listen to them whenever you want. Hopefully you will get even more and receive even more. But yeah, we're back to hopefully our regular schedule, and I'm going to be uploading more again, slowly a little bit until, you know, we finish the year. But I think in January everything will start again as it was. And yeah, some new changes, some new courses that I'm also planning. But yeah, I'm just waiting for my physical body to catch up so that, you know, I can do everything fully and present with my presence, full presence. So let me see, let me open the Q&A. Does anybody have any questions about anything? Let me know. And we're going to go into the energetic weather a little bit, what's been happening. Especially for the divine feminine, divine masculine collective. And I think especially since September, it's like we went into this acceleration mode of cleansing these old, it's kind of like these old wars, you know, the war between the spiritual and the physical, the wars between opposites in a way, between light and dark. You know, there is a way that we talk about in spirituality, and we choose the light, right? And we work for the light, through the light. But we also get to work in the light and through the light by moving through our own shadow. So for me, this time has been a reminder too that whatever we feel and we see in the outside, it always has this correlation to the inside. And the place where we can actually address that is in the inside. So, you know, there was this saying about like, I don't know, something about the devil is not the devil is like those shadow parts that are within ourselves. So we always have to have, we can use light and dark to have a reference point, and to purify, but always know that your power is within you, that there's nothing outside of you that is bigger than you, that is more powerful than you. Because I know there are many stories, there are many things that we see, and sometimes it's easy to lose hope or to feel scared about the dark things that are in the world and the things that are being uncovered and the things that we are seeing. And I understand this, you know, for me it has always been very hard to be witness, you know, of the suffering of the world. And I know for all of you also, because we're sensitive beings, we're empathic, and because we're also here to change these things. But we also have to be able to stand our ground and to stay in a place of, let's say, like healthy neutrality so that we are able to help others, you know, and we're able to help ourselves and assist. Because if we get too caught up in the black and white and the good and bad and all those stories in the narrative, we can lose ourselves there. And I think this is something that all light workers, all healers, all empathic beings, all starseeds are being reminded of why we're here, being reminded of your mission, being reminded of why you came here, and to know that even when things seem like they're too much or the world is too crazy, you know, there's always hope. And you are part of the hope. You are part of the light that is allowing the planet to shift and to move through these frequencies and establish itself in a higher frequency, where all of this pain and suffering are no longer necessary for us to awaken. Because most of the pain and suffering that we see in the world is for the light to bloom, for the light to awaken. Wherever there is shadow, there is a possibility of light. So when we see it in that way, it's easier to have hope and to know that there is a reason why we're here, and that it is not all pointless, you know, because that's exactly the narrative of the shadow and of our own shadow. Like, oh, why would I try to do this if it's all the same anyway? Why be strong and be brave and do what I want to do when it's all the same? Or when I don't even know if it's going to work or not? Or why would I change this job if, you know, at least it pays the bills or whatever? But if we see it from the perspective of light, it's like, okay, this situation, this place, this thing showed me what I don't want and showed me through contrast what I don't want to repeat. And now I have the chance to move up, to move to a new place. And it's probably going to ask more of me. It's probably going to ask me to be stronger, to be more courageous, to be more determined, to be more of who I am. But that's the gift in that I become more of who I am, that I start to live in my potential, that I start to experience my potential every day. And you do have the power to change. You do have the power to change your circumstances. You do have the power to heal. And you do have the power to live in the world that you want to live in and to co-create that world, which is what we are doing together. You know, this time that I was sort of put into this cocoon and I couldn't really have that connection to us, to the light work, to the community that we have built, I really became aware of how important that is. How important it is for us to have these communities and these spaces where we can heal together, where we can walk together, where we can share our experiences. Because the majority of the world are not awakened. Like, it's a miracle that we found each other here. Because if you look in your reality, there are probably not as many awakened people. And it doesn't matter in what level, but just conscious people of themselves, you know, of who they are as spiritual beings. Maybe you are the only one. Maybe you have one friend who is spiritual, you know. So this is why having this connection and having these interactions and having this and working together, healing together, we are doing this work together. We're weaving patterns of light together across the globe, across wherever you guys are right now. And it's very important that we do this, because we really are like little lights everywhere. And then we come together and we create this huge wave and this huge light that can help the planet in its ascension, in its expansion. It can help people become more conscious. The more conscious you become, the more conscious people around you become, the more everything starts to shift. Let me see, Valerie. Oh, first, Anthony. How far away are we from collective epiphany? Do you see a time when the average person knows what is going on? Yes, but probably not in our lifetime. I feel like the next 70 years, they're saying, they're going to be pivotal, because we're in the middle of that change, you know? I do see a lot of people waking up, and you probably have noticed this too. And there's also like the collective, you know, experience that we are living individually and where we're anchoring in frequency. So maybe some of you will experience more of this, you know, more of people awakening. But I would say, you know, at least 70 years from now, it's going to be like this transformation. Okay. Valerie says, Anita, I'm curious about how the energy work impacted it. Was it more on the side of too much high frequency energy of the body to handle, or from picking up less coherent energy from others? How it impacted me personally, I love. So I think it was more because I was going through a heartbreak. Um, and I think it was like a lot of heartbreak that came like on top of another, you know. Some of you know I lost a couple of people in the last years, and I lost my dog, I lost my partner, and there were just many things that came together. And I think because I was doing so much healing work, I didn't really give myself the time to properly process all of that. Um, and I didn't let myself grieve properly, you know. I realized it now, of course, you know, backwards. In the moment I was feeling fine in a way, because when you're working with spiritual energy, you know, and you're channeling divine energy, it gives you that power, it gives you that strength. You're able to pull through anything, really. But what I learned was that I needed to be more aware of my own self, and to put myself also in the same place where I put all my clients and all my patients and my family and the people that I love, like to treat myself with that same care and having that same like sensitivity for myself. Because I was actually, you know, feeling well. I was like, yeah, I'm feeling well, I'm healing, I'm doing this. But I was actually working so much and I wasn't aware of it, you know. I wasn't aware of how I actually needed to rest as well, or to receive as well, you know. So I went too much into the output, you know, giving, but I wasn't really putting everything into myself. So, you know, it's been a theme with me, and it's a theme with many healers. I've been working on it for a very long time, but this was like even a deeper layer, because I feel like as we grow in service, you know, we are able to give more. But that's where I didn't really adapt the change, because I was able to give more, but I wasn't really receiving more in that sense, from me to me, or from, you know, my own channel to myself. So yeah, that was, I think, a bit what happened. And also the whole like karmic twin flame dynamic, it also had a role to play. And we're going to talk about that in the Magdalene Yeshua course. But in the twin flame collective, we have been sealing and clearing so much karma, you know, from the twin flames, from the divine feminine, divine masculine. But it's been so crucial, because in order to anchor these new energies, in order to anchor these children of light, in order to anchor even in ourselves, in order to receive the Magdalene, receive Yeshua, we need to be at a certain point of coherence in our field, let's say. And so the whole twin flame dynamic, you know, especially the karmic energies, it's not that the karmic were just negative energies. The karmic energies means to resolve our past karma and our past trauma with all that pertains to relationship. So for everyone who is working in the twin flame collective, there has been such an acceleration of transmuting all of these negative patterns and all of these the suffering that we have lived through as divine feminine or as divine masculine. Because we're not just transmuting for ourselves, but we're also transmuting for the collective. So Some of you may have certain fields assigned to you, certain levels of reality, certain levels of other dimensions. For me, because you guys are here, you guys are all part of my monad, and I'm part of yours. We're part of this larger, soul structure, which is the monad. That's why we are even communicating. That's why we are even here. And as a monadic field, some of you or some of us are in charge of certain monadic fields, and some of us are in charge of certain groups of souls, and some are in charge of their own soul and their family lineage. Most of us alive. So, and the more awakened you become, the more you're able to transmute, the deeper you go. Now you start transmuting for your lineage, for your DNA, for your family, for your ancestral, all the ancestral karma, and then you start broadening and broadening. So this too was part of what we are doing energetically, whether we are aware of it or not. and it's a lot. That's why it's so important to do our healing work. That's why it's so important to do our courses, to update and upgrade our tools, to continue to develop more each time, because we need more resources in a way. As we expand, we're able to take care of more things, we're able to transform more things, but we also need to have our tools and have that, like Anthony said, have that replenishment within us for our souls. Oh, thank you. Yes. Why do we need this twin flame connection if it's not meant to be, but it's the most intense energy? Can a twin flame connection ruin your life simply by not existing in it? Well, it's a difficult question. It has many layers, but I would try to answer it for you, Irina. So, a twin flame connection, if you mean the person or a specific person, can they ruin your life simply by not existing in it? Depends on you. Only if you allow it. Nothing and no one is meant to ruin your life, we as human, as sovereign beings, we allow things, to be in our field, and we allow things to exist, and we give power to the things that we give power to. So many times the twin flame connection is a soul connection, a soul bond that awakens in you, let's say, parts of yourself that were dormant before. And that's why the connection feels so intense, because it helps you awaken to your spiritual path for many of you. And this can also happen with soulmates. It doesn't really need to be a twin flame connection. But for me, like, the twin flame energy is like a whole movement. It's kind of like if you said, I don't know, the revolution of a certain era, like a certain movement. That's what the twin flame movement is for me. It's sort of like a current of energy that has certain traits and allows people to wake up. And usually the people who wake up want to, take that person or that energy that made them wake up and sort of possess it in a way. That's the lower instinct, right? You woke me up, come here. I'm not gonna let you go ever. But we are not meant to do that. We're meant to say, oh, you woke me up. What did this wake me up to? Who am I? Where am I? What am I doing? And thank you so much, dear soul, for waking me up. Even if it was, the good, the bad, the ugly, the crazy. Thank you. And I set you free. And that's usually the easiest way to allow yourself to start evolving within that. Because all of the energies of trying to hold something and thinking that only that thing is going to make you happy or it's going to make you whole, that's where we start in the deepest shadow. That's where we start to clear all of that. Because true love, in whatever way, true love, it's not possessive. It's not, my way or the highway. Or, it's true love, divine love is free. True love is free. Unconditional love means that it has no conditions. It doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter what you do. I love you, and period. And I love you so much that if you're happy over there, I'll cheer you on, I'll be happy for you. I'll be happy that you're happy. But I am responsible of finding my own happiness. I am the one that can give myself my own happiness, my own freedom. And this is the discovery of the soul. What does my soul want? Where is my soul guiding me? And if you truly listen, your soul will guide you. And it will guide you to the perfect people, the perfect things, the perfect circumstances. And sometimes in these bonds or these unions or these encounters with certain people, they're there for us to grow, for us to evolve, for us to learn the lesson. Sometimes they're there for us to pay a certain karma also, to retribute something. But we are working together. Even the oversoul of the person, like the higher being, the higher self of the person, your higher self, they know that no matter what drama plays out in the 3D up there, you guys are working together. Oh, you said you were going to show me this, and I said I was going to show you that. And here we are now. But then the problem is that we forget, right? So many times we forget why we even came here. We just come back here to this planet with amnesia. We forget who we are. We forget why we came. We forget our mission. We forget the power that we hold. So everything and anything that reminds you of that, that awakens you, is divinely guided, always. So I hope that answered the question a little bit. Yeah. Nothing from outside is supposed to make us whole. We can manifest anything because we have the capacity to do so. But first we have to heal the parts of us that are keeping the things that we want away. And I have seen this so many times, with people, even in personal experiences. Like I've met people who really, really, really want to love, and they want to be loved, and they want to love. But loving is the one thing that terrifies their body or terrifies parts of them. So their work is to find those things and to allow themselves to believe and to know that they deserve the love that they actually want. And when they know that they deserve the love that they want, then they will be also worthy of that love. I mean, we're all always worthy of love, but we block sometimes our own blessings because we don't feel that worthiness. And it's not something that you can just be like feel, now you're worthy, now you're worthy. We have to dig deep sometimes to see where our scars are, where our wounds are, where these thoughts came from. Many times it's childhood. 90% of the times it's our childhood. What happened with our mother, with our father, with our siblings, any traumas we had, and all the places where we learned that being loved was unsafe, or that being loved meant that there was a possibility of losing love. Because, so many people say, oh, I want to be loved and I want to love. But then when people come into the world and they're like, oh, I love you, I'm here, I'm going to show you, I'm going to love you, then many times the first reaction is like, oh my God, no, run the other way, And that's a pattern that we're healing collectively. It was a very, famous part of the description of the twin flame, the runner and the chaser dynamic. But this is all old template. We don't have to run against anything or from anything, and we don't have to chase anything. We have to learn how to be in the center here, in our soul, in our temple of light. And from there we can expand. From there we can travel anywhere. And from there we can start to vibrate the frequency of what we actually want to become. Any transformation has to go to the depths. If you see the butterfly, we go into the darkness. But there is a depth. We can't achieve transformation if we don't go deep inside. In all mythical stories and all old teachings, we have to go into the underworld in order to come up into the highest, angelic ranges. We have to be able to commit to ourselves and to not be scared about our own darkness, our own fears, our own lack of capacity to hold love. We can be compassionate with ourselves and say, oh, I have this. Okay, let me dive in. Let me see. And let me create the space to transform this in a way that feels good to me, in a pace that feels good to me. Maybe sometimes it feels like I'm diving into a cold water, I'm doing a cold plunge and my heart stops for a second. But maybe, other times I just learn to trust that I am brave, that I got this, that if I climb that mountain, it means that I can climb another one. And you all survived your childhood trauma. You have all been survivors of some kind of relationship. If you did that, now with the tools that you have, with the support that you have, with everything that you have learned, you have more strength to deal with anything that comes your way. And sometimes we're not ready. Healing also happens in divine timing. We go through different layers. For me, this time, for example, was a big, big healing of things that I thought I had already healed years ago. And they came back with a bang, And I realized that it was another layer, I had a capacity to heal until a certain point, just like a child has the capacity to heal until a certain point. An adolescent has the capacity to heal until a certain point. And then the adult has different layers, different capacities. And the more we grow spiritually, the more we're able to go deeper. The more we can go into the underground and not get lost in it and come out on the other side. And the things that we sacrifice in that underground travel are the parts of us that were too small for us to be able to expand. It's like our suit just became too tight, and we couldn't expand as much as we tried. So we had to peel those layers, peel that suit of everything that, wasn't working anymore. And sometimes that's our own worthiness. Sometimes it's our own fear or our own shame. And many of us have a fear of embodying who we are, who we truly are, because we know that we're powerful. And because many times, perhaps in childhood, people noticed that about you. Maybe they noticed that you were different, that you were magical, that you were sensitive, that you were connected to the animals, to the land, that you were able to see things that others didn't see. And that frightens people. So if you had that mirror of someone, being afraid of you or your capacities, you may have absorbed that unconsciously. And what that translates into is, I'm afraid of my own power, or I'm afraid of being myself. I'm afraid of expressing myself. I'm afraid of being truly who I am. So that's where we can start to shift. I allow myself to be myself. I allow myself to be unique. I allow myself to be quirky and funny and different. I allow myself to be who I am. And then we feel, the suit is starting to become looser, I can start to breathe again. Just by saying that, my whole chest expands. I feel different in a good way. Yeah. Okay. Hi, Kylie. Nice to see you. Okay. For Irina, you can maybe even take a pause from relationship if you want. Of course, this is just maybe a suggestion. And maybe find some time and space to find yourself and to start feeling like you're living and to start enjoying your life and really loving yourself and loving your life. Because if we don't change that from the ground up, no matter what comes after, you're still in the same vibration or the same frequency. So a good start would be to dedicate yourself to your little child, to your inner child, and ask her why she's fed up and bored and like, what's going on here in this 3D? Just go and ask her and sit with her and start to make your life purposeful or beautiful. And if you can't find a particular purpose, try to give things to others or volunteer or help others in any way, even if there are small ways. And very slowly you will start to find your purpose. And when you do that, you're able to attract the kind of relationship that works for you. Okay? Oh, I'm so happy to be here too, Kylie. I've been away for too long, guys. Okay, any other questions before we go into the mini readings, sorry. I didn't do mini healings yet because I'm not doing like healings yet, but the readings, you guys know, they always have an element of healing, and we're gonna give you, direction and intuition through clairvoyance, through everything, the tools, and also just through your soul, whatever your soul relates to me, so that you can have some guidance. Okay. Okay, so if there are not any other questions, Luna, I don't know why your messages are like deleting themselves. Oh, thank you. Oh, and thank you guys so much for your likes. And thank you all who booked the mini readings. And thank you for your donations. You guys were so generous with the reading and the donations. I'm very, very thankful. You know, I had a rough patch in many areas. It's like everything just closed, you know, and I had to really just be in there. But then I received messages from you guys and from my brave students, my brave team. I received some healing messages and videos, and they really, really made my day, made my week, my month during those times. And I'm so thankful to all of you and for all of your messages. I will still reply to, I have started replying to everyone, but there are still many that I need to still reply. So, but know that I saw everything, and I'm so thankful. Okay. Victoria says, do you have any retreats coming up? In-person retreats, do you mean, right? So right now, we only have the course in January, the Yeshua Magdalene. Then we're gonna have Brave in April, Brave certification. And if everything goes well, which I hope it does, we'll probably have the next Goddess retreat around September, October, here in Mexico. So yeah, you guys can start planning if you're interested in that. And yeah, I will see if we could have any dates before that, but probably it will be until September, just to be out of the healing myself thing. Okay. Oh, thank you, Anthony. That means the world. Okay. So let me see here. If I can. Okay, I'm just going to read the questions for the mini readings. We'll just go in order of whoever ordered them first, I guess. And I'm just gonna look here at my phone because many wrote their questions here on the phone. Okay, let me see. Yeah, and anything else, if you guys have any questions, any comments, let me know. I'm here. Okay. By the way, are you guys able to hear the music? The background music, or no? It's always my question with technology. Okay, Kylie's asking, how much for a read? So the readings were $20 donation, but they are closed now, my dear Kylie. I can let you know when we finish the last one if we still have time to do yours in case you want to. But for now, I think so that we have enough time. Okay, volume is good. Good, I'm happy. Okay, so let me just check here real quick. Oh, and another theme that I was getting in the collective energy is that there's also a lot of the feminine returning to her power, but returning to her power through healing the wounds. And in that process, we also heal the masculine within. It's like we reconcile with the masculine. A lot of the systems that we have today, the patriarchal systems that are everywhere, there's this exploitation of the feminine, there's this exploitation of innocence, most of all. And this is something that, for me personally, has always been my mission, to protect the innocent and to help bring more consciousness so that this doesn't happen anymore. And the way that we do that is also first starting by protecting our own innocence as divine feminine, as divine masculine. And if you are in a masculine body in this lifetime, protecting your own innocence and protecting the innocence of the feminine, of the children, of the animals. The vibrant, the frequency of innocence is like pure divine love. It's very close to that. It's divine love incarnated. So when we protect that in others, we are protecting it in ourselves. And we're also helping Mother Earth to build her shields, to expand as well. We're saying, I see you. I see you, Earth. I see you, animals. I see you, children. I see the innocence in each and every being on Earth. And that brings so much light to the world. And it brings so much light to ourselves too, to our own lives. I've had that very direct experience, through my brother, because he has cerebral palsy. And he is like a little child, even though he's older than me now. And he also looks very, very young. But what he embodies is that pure innocence. He's like the eternal child, right? And he doesn't have like any malice in him. He doesn't have these constructs, he doesn't follow any constructs. He's not like a victim to anything of the system, because he doesn't really understand the system. He has a completely different way of seeing the world. And that makes him, and that makes all these children very, very powerful. Even though they look like they are impaired, or they have disabilities, or they have difficulties speaking or moving or doing things the normal way, they're actually blessed with not being, with having like an energetic barrier that doesn't allow them to be indoctrinated into the system. So we can learn a lot from these beings. Same as also the innocence of animals, or anything that does not follow the rules of the system that we follow in a way, because we're alive and we're in this society. Those people, those places, those things can also help you center yourself if you're losing your direction. They can help you, have that divine mirror. And you can also train your eyes to see. Because, even people who are completely normal, even people who are like the people that we sometimes fear the most, like the men who are in power in these places. But everything and everyone has a vulnerable side. And even if it's a little tiny, tiny speck of light that is remaining within them. When you relate to anything, relate to that light. When you bless the world, bless them too, and bless their light. When I was going through this year, I had to go in a wheelchair many times. And I discovered something very funny in a way. I discovered that I was treated with so much kindness, and people were so nice to me when I was in the wheelchair. And of course I was feeling terrible, and I was in the wheelchair because I couldn't walk. And I remember I had to fly to come here to go to the hospital, to go to see doctors and whatever. But I had to take flights, and then they would have to take me out on the wheelchair. And taking flights was the worst because my pressure dropped and my body collapsed, and I had to have oxygen and many crazy things. So having a wheelchair was part of my life this last year. But strangely enough, when I had the wheelchair, people were so nice and so kind. And I was very grateful in a way, and I was also thinking, I'm so happy that people are nice to people in wheelchairs. But also I thought, why can't we all be nice to each other always? Like, do we have to wait for someone to be on a wheelchair to feel empathy for them? Like, can't we just feel empathy for whoever is living and breathing next to us, just because they are human, just because they are our kin, just because they're here with us? And I think that's a good reflection, and I think that's part of what I try to practice in my everyday life, no matter where I am, if I'm on a wheelchair or not, or if I'm feeling great or if I'm feeling terrible, whatever, to be kind to others. It's not difficult. It's a little bit difficult sometimes. But once you practice it a lot, then it becomes easier and easier, and then it's just your way of being. And I know so many of you are like that, and you guys are a blessing. Like, you really are a blessing. And you're a blessing to the people around you. You're a blessing to your families, to your loved ones, to the people that you love, and the people who have ever held your heart, like the people that you have been in love with. Oh my God, like, they're blessed beyond, And how beautiful is that? Because we forget that sometimes. But we forget that with the stress of everyday life, or, it's easy to be kind to everyone. That can also be a mantra. It's easy to be kind to everyone, and it's easy to receive kindness. I received so much kindness in this period of time, and so much like angels, in costume of people who helped me in so many different ways that I was really in awe, and kind of like brings tears to my eyes, because we don't know sometimes the impact that we can have in another human being, even if we just interact 2 seconds with them. Our whole field can change, and our whole field can change their field. As much as we try to believe that we are disconnected, that we don't relate to one another, that, oh, you don't speak my language, I don't understand you, or, oh, you're from this and this religion, I don't understand you, or, oh, you're from this and this country, or you're in this and this position. We are all related. We're all spiritually connected in a way, and we're all part of a divine being, We're all part of the divine light. So we are brothers and sisters with everybody, even your worst enemy, even the people that you don't like, or the people who have been not kind to you. And that's the whole teaching of oneness. That's the whole understanding of I am you and you are me. And when people were being so nice to me when I was on the wheelchair, I was thinking, I hope that everyone is as nice to you as you are being to me. I hope this comes back to you so many times. And I hope that everyone is kind and nice to everyone, you know? Because we are divine like that, that if we want to, we can be very nice. If the circumstances, favor certain things. But we can also be very nice, even if the circumstances are terrible. That's our lesson as divine beings, as spiritual beings, as empaths. We are learning how to be good and kind to everybody. And starting with ourselves, right? That sounds like a great idea, Anthony. Yeah. I think we can learn so much about these things. And sometimes it just requires a little bit of willingness to step out of our own bubble. Sometimes we're forced to go into these situations. Like me with the illness, I had to go into a lot of situations that I hadn't really experienced before. And I was curious about them. I was curious about the medical system. I was curious about living, if only shortly, but in comparison to what other people live, to understand what families go through, what people go through, what you do when you don't have, support or economic support or insurance or all these things that are part of the system. And that also gives us like the willingness to change and to start to change things and to start changing the way we see things, but also to really take action in the physical world in some of these things. Oh, yes, Victoria. Let me see. Oh, no. I'll reach for you if you already sent the donation. Maybe you're already on my list. I haven't checked. Okay, I'm going to go into the readings now. Okay. Thank you, Victoria. I'll see you next time. Okay, guys, so let's just go into the readings now. Okay. Messages here. Okay, so first up we have Celia. I don't know if she's online. So Celia asked, I don't have a specific question. Perhaps when life gets a bit gray, how do we keep our hearts open and always trust the divine for our highest purpose? Release outcomes and trust life. Release control. Yes. Love that, Celia. It's like you already know what you need to do. Like you wrote it for me right there. Okay. Oh, hi, it's Lima. So nice to see you. Okay. Let me tune into Celia. Okay, nice. Let me just see a message here. Message for Celia. I'm using some of my cards. I'll show you in a little bit. Okay, perfect. Very clear message, Celia. So, what I'm getting is for you, like, to focus on your fun and exciting self. Like, they're saying to not let yourself convince yourself that you don't need this, that you don't need to feel happy, or that you don't need to have fun. Because many times in life, especially when things perhaps don't go our way, or when we feel disappointed about whatever things, sometimes we go into this self-protection mode. And instead of pushing through and going towards where we want to, we actually close down or shut off. So for you right now, and you know, sometimes that's valid. Sometimes we need time and we need to heal and so on. But for you in particular, they're saying like, focus on your excitement. Don't lose sight of what makes you feel excited and having fun every day of your life. Having that, you know, like sensual, sexual energy alive, like making your senses be alive, doing the things that you like to do. Because they're showing me like for you to embody more of this Queen of Wands, right? And the Queen of Wands is all about her intuition and her embodiment. She is fire. She transmutes. Whatever is not serving her, she transmutes. So keeping that focus on what makes you happy and building the momentum towards that. And it's not easy. I know sometimes we say it like that, but sometimes it takes all of our energy and our courage to actually do the things that we want to do. Okay? And I'm also seeing that you're in this period of deep transformation. And I feel like it's going towards the end now. And I think this also relates to your work about starting to build from the ground up again. Maybe you are starting a new job, or you're starting a new way of looking at your job. And they're saying to be really determined and focused on what you want, on the excitement, on the fun. And I know you have been like thinking about moving and expanding. And if that's still the place where your highest excitement is, then, you know, focus on it. It's the advice, like working on it and not losing the sight. Like that's very important here, to not lose the sight of what you want, where you're going. Even if there's a gray day, pull out your notebook and write what you want, or pull out a photo or something that reminds you of where you're going, where you're directing your efforts to. Even your meditation, your spirituality, you can dedicate it to that. Okay? Okay, well, I hope that helped, Celia. Let me know if you're here. I don't know if she's still here. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Oh, let me just disconnect. Okay. Okay. So next up is France. France, are you here? I don't know if she's still here. Okay. Okay. So for her too, it's just what message comes through. Okay. So let me see. I'm using my cards so I don't channel as much. Oh, on purpose, but I wanted to channel now, but I will do half and half. Okay. Okay. Oh my God. Oh wow, France. Okay. Let me just get a message here. I'm just being guided to different cards. Oh, France is there. Yay. France, I think you were the #1 in the chat. I think that's what that means, right? You have a little crown. Amazing. And you know, one of your first cards is the Empress. So you have a crown here too. Okay. Let's see. What does France need to know? Okay, so the first message is beyond death, life. Footprints lead to the shore of the sea. Beyond that point, no trace remains. You are urged beyond what has been. The time has come. Lay it to rest now. This ending comes as grace to free you from all you have known. What you have known is now too small for your soul. And what a perfect message, because it kind of ties into what we were speaking about before. And this is the image, you know, the light going through the dark. So this is from Osho, from the, is it Osho? Or is it the Magdalene? I don't remember. But anyway, we have the High Priestess as the first card, and we have the Empress. And I see you having like different options, places where you're perhaps focusing your energy. And this could be even spiritual, like different spiritual practices that you have been trying or maybe learning. And I feel like one of the advices here, or the advice, is to choose one, choose one cup, choose one that serves you the most, and try going deeper into that. It's like gaining mastery over your spiritual gifts. Like, I know that you are doing that, and you have this wonderful capacity for healing as well. And here they're saying, like, you know, picking one avenue and going deep with it. Because sometimes it's really nice to be, you know, I take from here, I take from there, I take from there. But sometimes it can also create a bit of confusion. And sometimes we need to go deeper into one thing, and then we can also understand the deeper layers of the other things. You know, it's like we go deep in one and then we're able to go deep in the others. And I feel like your advice is also to continue to be in your Empress energy, your goddess energy. I know you have been with me in the goddess courses, and there was this beautiful development in your energy when we were in all of these courses, and Brave as well. But the feminine is coming through very strongly, you know, the Empress. She's the pregnant woman. She's creating something of her own, and she's enjoying the creation. And also, like Celia, she's enjoying the flavors of life. She's enjoying the contrast of life. So being in your feminine power, and also speaking your truth, like not being afraid of speaking as the divine feminine, as your feminine self. And I know you have like this environment where there is like more masculine energy and all of that, but here it's like, don't be afraid to express things from your sensitivity and from your feminine side. And also, if you have any like creative projects that you're working on, I feel like it's going to help you develop that feminine energy even more. Like if you're painting, or I don't know, creating something around the house, or gardening. I don't know why it's coming up. And also for your work, let me see, because I feel like you're gonna get offered something, but I don't feel like you're very happy with it. Let's see if we can get more. Yeah, like I see perhaps even an offer of that you have to relocate maybe for work. But I feel like you are maybe going to say no because you're happy with what you're building right now, where you are building it. Let me see. Okay, so yeah, your affirmations are: I am a heroine, and I am expressive. So, and the heroine here. Oh, by the way, this is the deck of my dear friend Ebony. She's here in on YouTube as well. I'll link her channel. She makes these cards, like she draws everything. She's wonderful. So let me see. Yeah, and I feel like there's a lot of love that you're going to be receiving from nature. Like maybe you go on a trip, or you're being called to go to a certain place in nature, to a sacred site or something, or maybe just like a river or someplace in nature. If you do get that inkling, or a forest or something like that, go, okay? It's going to be very important, and you're going to find like a lot of love there. Yeah. And you have the card of the bear, so it says, spend your resources with wisdom and care. Use your power to be strong and fair. So they're talking a lot about these resources. I feel like you're going to come into a lot of abundance in a way and resources. So just choosing where you want to put those resources in, where you want to invest, and making sure that it's something that brings you joy and that allows you to express yourself. Any creative things that you do would be really good and helpful right now. Okay. I think that's it. I hope it helped, friends. Let me know. Okay. Hi, Tina. Oh, don't worry, love. If you missed it, we're gonna have the replay, so you'll be able to catch everything there. And we still haven't done the collective healing, so we're gonna do a brief healing after we do the mini readings. Okay. Okay, Frances. Oh, Lana, this is such a beautiful message. Yes, I have been gardening and home designing. Oh, wow. And the masculine energies around me have shifted since the summer. I'm open to all travel opportunity. Yay! That's awesome, friends. Yeah, I feel like beginning, like maybe January, February of next year, you're gonna have like opening there to move, to go somewhere. But maybe even during the holidays. We'll see. Let us know, friends, okay? Keep us posted if you go to the Bahamas or something during the winter break. Okay. Oh, so happy to see you here, Salome. Salome gave me a beautiful reading the other day. She offered to send me this reading that she had pulled, and it was so beautiful. I don't know if you're offering readings, Salome, but if you are, you guys contact her. She's wonderful. She has also been in Brave and most of my Divine Feminine programs, the Magdalene Temple also. So really, really powerful Divine Feminines here everywhere. Okay. Let's see who's next. Okay, friends. Okay, we have Julia. I don't know if Julia is here. Let me tap in. Hey, hi, love. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Oh my god, okay, immediately. Okay. Oh yeah, and you asked about your career. And the first card out was the Eight of Pentacles, the Hierophant in reverse, and the Judgment. So let's see. Yeah, it's just light language to connect with Julia. Hi, Nati. Nice to see you here. It's been a while. Oh my god, I see that you're not so happy there anymore. In your current job. Yeah, I feel like you're gonna walk away from this job. Okay, let me just clarify a little bit. And I feel like it's like so much. Oh, thank you, Julia. I just wanted to share a little bit, there was so much that went on, but I will keep sharing in bits and pieces of the things that may help or assist others who go through the same. Okay. So, oh my gosh, oh, yeah, so many things happening in your life. Okay, so first of all, about the career thing. I feel like you're going to come into a decision soon. And I don't know if you're going to be changing positions within your job, or I feel like you're very tired of the conflict at work. It's like you're carrying so much heavy things, and right now you're in a period of I don't even know what to do anymore. I'm just not doing anything. But I feel like you are going to, your heart or your soul is moving you forward. You want to walk away from this. And somehow I feel like it may be a positive thing, I don't think that it's something it was causing you more grief to stay there than to actually walk away or find a new position or find a new avenue, or maybe even being transferred into a different place or thing within your work. But I see here that they are encouraging you to speak, to communicate this with with someone perhaps that you trust at your work. Maybe it's like a boss figure or something, but to have that conversation with someone so that you are supported in that, and so that if you decide to leave or to move in any way, that you are supported. And I feel like you're going to be supported anyway, by this work, because judgment is here. So yeah, somehow the divine has your back in this. This is what I'm feeling that the cards are saying. And yeah, I mean, we have the Hierophant in reverse, so it feels like it's this change in where you were working, and also that perhaps the people that you were working with didn't really have your back in a way. And then I see on another front, which it just came out, so let me see, should I tell? Yeah. So I see that you're going to meet someone romantically. Perhaps you already met them, but if you haven't, you are going to meet someone who is going to be very like a gentleman and very emotionally mature in a way. And I feel like even if you decide to leave this job or to change the dynamics in the work, you are going to receive this new opportunity in another area of your life. Oh my gosh, my crown chakra is like tickling. Let me see. Also cleanse yourself from the energy at the workspace. Salt baths every day, or salt showers every day. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, and they're saying, like, the angels are saying, speak your truth, speak your truth. See? Your affirmation is, I'm swept up in romance. Oh, I don't know, girl, but I think you're gonna have something coming up here, which is wonderful. Are you going to do the course with us, the Magdalene and Yeshua course? I'm not sure, but let me know. Yeah, and the other affirmation in regards to your job is, I am strong and fearless. So work with the divine maybe in your healings and your meditation for the divine to give you the guidance, the strength that you need, and the fearlessness, because I know that changing jobs or leaving a job or changing anything and career related, sometimes it feels like the most daunting thing. But if you remind yourself of how strong you are, of how valuable you are, of all the things you have to offer, like maybe you will just start generating that other opportunity for you even before you leave this one, you know? So you already have a place where you can land in softly. Yeah, and they're saying also like, I am charming, I am protected. But maybe also use your kind of like talking to the people that you like at your job and the people who value you. And they're saying that you are protected, so there's nothing to worry about either way. The most important thing is that you are happy. I'm happy. So maybe this can help you if you were weighing in, if you wanted to change or leave your job. I don't know why this came through, but this is how it came through. That no matter what you do, you are protected, and you will be, it's like you won't be left there floating, you know? You will be able to ground somewhere. Just the advice is to communicate very well, very calmly, very efficiently in a way. And yeah, to use your charm. Like, win them over, you know, whoever you need to win over. Or, you know, just if you have to end something, just end it in the right terms, you know, in good terms. And yeah, in this other area here, maybe even someone who has like a little bit of a crush on you at work will help you with a situation. The heart, oh my god. Like, what? And maybe this person will travel from another country to you, or from another place. The unopened book weaves stories concealed. When pages are read, the truth is revealed. The book guards tales of inner emotion. Blessed are the words of deep devotion. Okay, Julia, well, let us know, okay? Let us know what happens with this. I hope this brought some clarity. Okay. Okay, let me just have some water, guys. Let's see here. Who's next? Okay, Julia. Hi, love. You're welcome, Julia. Let me know if it resonated or how it went, and also keep me posted, okay? Good. Okay. Also, I think I'm going to open the more extended readings for everybody from now until the end of the year. So if anyone needs like deeper or more like focused, more directed, and longer longer reading, you can have that. I'm going to open some spots if they're not already open. I'm not sure. I have to check, but if not, I'm going to open some in case anyone wants to go deeper. Okay. Okay, so Julia says, okay, my question is about love. I've been having a very hard time during this holiday season trying to understand why I'm always alone. It seems as though it's never my time when it comes to love, and everything I do is on my own. I've become very disheartened about it. Oh, my love, you're gonna make me cry. I can feel the emotion when I'm reading this. No matter how much I work on myself and release what I need to, it's never rewarded. Okay. My love. Okay, so let's breathe in. First of all, I know many people have felt this way. Many women are feeling this way. And I was, the first thing that came to mind when I read your message was this interview that I was watching where there was this guy talking about the feminine, which also I have a lot of comments on all the men who are talking about the feminine right now in the social media thing. But this one, he was authentic, and he was describing this sort of phenomenon of women who are beautiful. And I don't mean just like beautiful from the outside, but like beautiful from the inside. And well, basically what we would call an awakened woman, right? A woman who is awake, who is aware of herself, who has done the work, who is spiritually awake, who is generous and loving and kind and beautiful in all ways. And he was talking about how, in a way, this type of woman, since she is little, she gets a lot of a bit of envy, I guess, and backlash from her peers because she has something special. And people, all of you here, you guys are awakened women, you can probably relate to this. And people sense that magic within you. They sense that beautiful, loving energy. And many times, the other women or the other girls, they may not like that light, or they feel threatened by that light, or they feel maybe less than unconsciously. And then many of these women actually get bullied when they're little. And then when they grow older, or as they start to grow older, the men actually, most of them, not conscious men, they try to possess her energy, right? From this, let's say, this archetype of woman. And I was reflecting on that because I think it's true in many ways. Like, there is something about, spiritually awakened beings, or beings who come here with a mission, beings who have these magical qualities that sometimes other people feel threatened by. And the way to reduce that threat is to actually, either ice out that person or treat them differently. Or, for unhealed men, it's basically trying to exploit the beauty and the power of of these awakened women. So an awakened woman needs an awakened man. Dun, dun, dun. It has nothing to do with who you are as a person, with the work that you have done or haven't done. It has to do with the capacity of the men who approach you to actually hold your energy. So if this man who is capable of holding you hasn't come through yet, that's why you are not in a couple, right? I hope I'm making sense. So it's not because there's anything that you're doing wrong or anything having to do with you and your capacity for giving love and receiving love, but it's more about the men that perhaps usually approach you, or the ones that get to approach you, are not the right men for you. So that's the whole story, about the awakened woman, that we need, okay, everybody who's here, you need an awakened man, a man who is aware of himself. He doesn't have to be the most spiritual, but he has to be, a man of goodness, a man of faith, a man who has done work in himself to be able to be there for you. Because as we do our work alone, the divine feminine, we go through so many trials and so many ups and downs, and we go to the underworld and we come out even stronger than we were. So our capacity is huge. We are a force to be reckoned with. And the men who are usually attracted to that force, many times they are unconscious men, and they don't really gaze the depth and the dimension of that force. So they come in very hot and heavy, and then they retreat as soon as they get a glimpse of that force that you are. And then the other men are, some are the ones who are a little bit more like spiritually versed, let's say, but they're not spiritually embodied. And the spiritually versed, they know what to say. They know what women want to hear. They know what an awakened woman wants to hear and to know about that person. But that does not always translate to the embodiment of that awakened energy in them. And these are, the spiritual guys that the only thing they want is to possess your energy. And this happens a lot with certain kind of the guru energy, but also just new age spiritual guys that see and can feel the divine feminine energy, but they are not embodied enough, so they can't protect that energy. So what they want is they want to possess it. And those type of guys may be super nice in the beginning, but the moment that you set boundaries, or the moment that you say no, this is how I do things, or I'm not comfortable with that, that's the moment that they're boom, snap, they retreat, or they become angry in a way. And that's where you see the little boy doing a tantrum. So that's lack of embodiment. That's not a man who is ready. That's a man who is claiming to be awakened, who knows bravado, who knows what to say, but is not embodying it. And for women who are embodied, we need embodied men. We need men who see us and who are able to see us in our beauty, in our strength, in our power, in our healing capacities. And the only way that they're able to see that is if they're able to see that in themselves. If they can see their worth, their value, their embodiment, their groundedness. awakened men have to be grounded. There has to be a root into the earth. They have to be strong as trees in a way. And we are strong as the waves of the ocean, you know? And sometimes we collide in those energies. So we need the opposite, or the counterpart. Sorry, not the opposite, the counterpart. We need them to be as strong and as aware as we are. So if you can change a little bit the narrative, I know it feels like that sometimes, and I know how hard it can feel when, you know, you see other people, you know, have these stories, but you're being prepared for a different kind of relationship that is as special as you are. So the person that you're meant to be in that special relationship with is also special. And what makes it special is that it's unique and it's rare and it's a bit harder to find. It's not like you come across 6-10 awakened men in one day at the supermarket, you know? They're a bit more rare in a way, but they are there. So in a way to use the time, instead of feeling like you're waiting. I mean, we're also going to do this in the Magdalene and Yeshua course, but it's one of the most important things, I think, for the feminine, to know that there's no losing hope, because it's like placing your hope where you can actually see it every day. So instead of placing the hope in the idea that someone is going to appear someday in your life or something, place the hope in yourself and place your hope in God. Like, the divine is showing me all of these examples of divine love. I am living divine love. I know what unconditional love is. I am expanding all my tools so that my relationship is unconditional love. So the relationship that I create is this amazing, beautiful adventure that starts one day and never ends, you know? And if it starts a little bit sooner or a little bit later, it's not such a big deal. But what is a big deal is that maybe it started sooner, but it starts with the wrong person. And then the adventure lasts 3 weeks or a year, and then trauma, and you're back into where you started in so many ways, you know? I mean, I say this with heart because we've all been there. But the way to be in love is to be that love. Start being in love with you today. And it doesn't mean you need to heal more, you need to do more spiritual work. It's more like you chose your path, being more aware of the path of divine love that you chose, and allowing it to be special, allowing it to be unique, allowing your story to unfold the way it's meant to. Because we as healers and empaths and lightworkers, many times we need to prioritize our work. And that's why many times we are alone long periods of time. Because if we were to find that relationship and go into that sacred pairing too soon in our journey, we would maybe lose sight of our mission, or maybe we wouldn't go as deep as we have gone in our spiritual work to help others, to be of service, to help ourselves. So trust in divine timing. Trust that if it hasn't happened yet, it's because something wonderful is waiting, and it will come when it needs to come. And there's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with who you are. On the contrary, it's like, imagine that God is searching for someone so special who can match your specialness. And he has to go into the depths of everywhere to find that precious gem who looks like you, who has a similar energetic constitution. And then all the timelines, all the places, all the timing has to align so that you come to a place where you just meet. Okay. So maybe refocusing that, and for everybody who this serves, remember that if you wanted to be in a partnership with whomever, you could be. You could be in a partnership today, tomorrow. You probably have a lot of nice, or a lot of gentlemen who would love to be in a relationship with you. But you are deciding who you want to be in a relationship with. And that's your decision, that's your power. If it's only about being, someone's girlfriend or having a boyfriend, anybody will do, oh, let's hang out, let's be, and I'm sure many people will be like, yay, I want to be her partner. But who do you want? That's who it's worth waiting for. The right person for you. Because you can be the right person and the perfect person for so many people. But you also have the power, and as an awakened woman, you will choose. We are very good at choosing. In general, the feminine always chooses, right? In the animal kingdom, you see how picky we are. So if you're an awakened woman, not every guy will do. Not every person will be able to hold you. And it's better to wait for your true king to come in right, to do things right, than to maybe try to be with, half-cooked men or princesses who are not ready and who most likely will end up hurting you in a way because they're not able to hold your heart and to hold your greatness. So let's bring the power back into ourselves, because that's where it's always been. And same for the masculine, I know we have masculine, feminine here. We, as light workers, as healers, as beings with a divine purpose, we need to be on track on our mission. And we have so much, like a whole other universe that most of the people who are here in this world never get to see or to experience. They never get to see the things that we see. They never get to feel the things that we feel. They never get to see the world the way we do, or to feel the world the way we do. So maybe God is preparing someone who has that capacity for you, so that you can do so many things together, so that you can continue on your missions, whether together or, each in doing their own mission. But someone who understands you, who understands your essence, who sees you as a divine, sensitive being, and who is honored to be with you, who honors your presence, who honors your body, your beauty, your intelligence, but most of it, like your inner girl, your inner child, someone who's capable of seeing everything that you are, or most of what you are, and that they're able to cherish that. And many times when we're in this journey, we we don't know in the beginning, but we're actually asking for that. And that is more rare. So it takes a little bit more time to get ready for both the partners, because that person, just like you are wondering, why am I here alone and I'm working, he's doing the same. He's like, why am I here alone and I'm working all the time in service, mission, and where is my divine feminine? Where is my goddess, He's wondering the same, because that person will be the right person for you, will be energetically compatible with you. And I think waiting for that and allowing that to show itself to you, to reveal itself, is even beautiful, It's like an anticipation. It's like the Christmas presents, like it's a little bit like we're waiting since January, So yeah, the wait is long, but you know that at the end, that thing that you wished for is going to come. So the wait will be worth it, and it won't feel like a wait. It will feel like, oh my God, I was living, I was living my life. I was living my freedom. I was living my purpose. I was living in my full truth and authenticity. And then, boom, someone came in who was also in their truth, in their freedom, in their authenticity. And we connected, So things are effortless. The things that are divinely guided, it's effortless. It just happens, We can, of course, influence in how we manifest it. And we can also make sure that on our side, the floor is clear, that we have done everything we could to be prepared and allow the experiences of not having prepare us for having. It's like being hungry before you eat. It's way more rewarding when you have maybe, I don't know, gone on a hike, and then you come back and you're like, oh my God, I'm going to eat this. It's going to be delicious. And you prepare yourself and you prepare the meal. And even when you're on that hike, when I go back, I'm going to eat this very delicious meal. And when you finally eat it, it's wonderful. And, it's just, it makes it worth it, sometimes, the wait. I know we don't like it sometimes, but that's the whole emotion. Like, that's when we feel the most happiness and anticipation. You can see little children when it's before the Christmas arrive, like they start anticipating like 2 weeks earlier or a month or some maybe more. But the happiness, the joy is there until what? Until the present arrives. Once the present arrives, boom, yeah, they're happy, but the emotion, the joy, the excitement, all of that is gone because it's there. So we can maybe think about it that way, or when you feel down about it, or you feel like, oh my God, why? We can maybe say, okay, well, maybe God is making me enjoy this anticipation even more. And I can train myself to be even more excited of what is coming, because I know that it's coming, rather than being sick and tired of waiting, Okay. Sorry guys, I expanded a little bit on that, but I think it was a good message for everybody. Let me see, Julia, just if we have any other card too. Yeah. Divine destiny.
Bluetooth connected.
Oh, hello. I hope you guys can hear me still. I think something disconnected here. Okay. Oh, I love this. Okay, Julia. So I see that, yeah, it's basically divine destiny, the wheel of fortune, right timing, right? And I feel like one of the little messages here is to express your truth and your boundaries and be more in your authentic self, if you can, than ever. Like going on that adventure of being absolutely yourself and expressing things, especially I think to men, because that also will give you a bit of like weeding out, like removing the ones that are not aligned with you, or even for yourself, like writing down what you actually want in a partnership. Maybe not so much the person itself, but how do I want this beautiful divine partnership to feel like? How do I want to feel in this beautiful relationship? And then you start to manifest the relationship itself, which is one of the things that we're going to do in the course as well. Because then it's not focused on that particular person or human or divine masculine. It's more like I, as the feminine goddess, I want this relationship. I want this partnership. I want a person who, makes the relationship feel like this. I want my relationship to feel good, to feel stable, to feel safe. I want my relationship to feel like the most beautiful home, the feeling of home that I've always wanted. Anything that you want, try to write that down. And every time that feeling or thought comes, like, oh my God, where is this? Try to focus on, yes, this is what I want the relationship to feel like. And they're saying here, you'll be successful. So don't worry about it. Okay. I mean, they're showing me here that you've been sad and you've been also a bit tired. Like I'm tired of waiting, or I'm tired of this thing, But the important thing is, how do we keep our hearts open even when we feel disappointed or even when we feel tired? And that's one of the toughest lessons for the divine warriors to learn, but it is possible. Like, this is in your future, and you are this, you're this beautiful queen who has all these emotions. So perhaps honoring them, maybe doing these creative things, or writing it, or writing poetry, and allowing all the emotions, the good, the bad, the ugly, but everything, allow it to, even go somewhere and scream like, rah, like I'm tired of this, or I'm tired of these men, or, whatever you want to say. Where is my divine masculine? Let it out. Let it out into a pillow or into the woods or something. Allow it to move through, and then go back to, okay, now that that's gone, I want this type of relationship. I want to feel like this. And I know that if it's not here yet, it's because me and him weren't ready. And it will be here when we're both completely ready. And I can just trust that. And instead of fixating on that, I can live my life and be free and be happy and know that it's coming. Okay. Let me see some affirmations here. Yes, this is all your message, Julia, part of your message. I mean, if it's for everyone, but this is, yeah, for you especially. Let's see. Okay, so your affirmation is, I am beautiful, which you are. All of you are. I am beautiful. I am playful. And let me see. I am strong and fearless. Okay. Good. Okay, I hope that helped a little bit, my love. Okay, let's go to the next. And I hope this helped everyone. I mean, all the messages, you guys know we're one, we're connected. So whatever resonates with you, just take it. Okay, let me see. Julia. First Julia, then Julia. Then Ekta. Ekta, my love. Are you here still? I hope so. Okay. So, looking for guidance from my divine guides, soul, on the best way to connect with them and gain clarity and focus. What do I need to know most now or do for me to stay on my path? Any guidance on my career path or whatever message the divine needs me to hear. Okay, wonderful. Okay. Do you swim, Ekta? Random question. Or do you like swimming? Oh my gosh. We've got flyers here. Okay. She's like, yes. Okay. So, I don't know, but what I'm hearing is like maybe swimming. I don't know if you go to a pool or something, but it could be like a really nice way to connect with your guides, like to connect with yourself, to go into that meditation. You know, when we do anything repetitively and we allow our body to relax, especially swimming, you go into that parasympathetic mode or system. So it helps you become clearer in the mind, and that in turn helps you to receive the messages or to create a deeper connection. I mean, only if it resonates, but that's the first thing that they showed me, like as a practical thing of how to connect with your guides a little bit more. And you guys know from Brave, what I teach is that sometimes the state of being is like the state of being of our body, mind, heart, soul. It can be greatly influenced by the things that we do, and we need to find the exact thing that gives us the capacity to clear the mind, still the mind, still the body, or relax the body, so that we can receive those messages. For me, for example, I always talk about that on Brave, that I love to do Temazcal, so the sweat lodge. And that's one of my favorite go-to places where I actually get like a huge purification of the aura, and then I get a lot of messages. So it's different for everyone, you know. Some people don't like the sweat lodge because it purifies too quickly, and then all of the things that are there, like the dark things, come out, and they're like, oh my god, what's happening? Oh my gosh, okay. So basically, I don't know if you're in the tower moment, but it feels like you're going through it, my darling. Something is changing and literally restructuring in your life. So I don't know exactly everything that has happened with you this year, but it feels like this is like a point of no return. It's kind of like a before and after. And the advice here, because I feel like you're juggling a lot of things, like your life, family, career, this, and it's like everything's pulling you in different directions. And like your guides, spirit is being very clear about you having to make a decision for yourself about how you want to live your life. Do you want to live it through a curtain and not really honoring who you are, or your like soul, your spiritual purpose? Or do you want to embody that Queen of Wands again? She's here again. Your intuition, and embody that goddess energy in your life, and be in the seat of your life, in the power of your life, in command of your life. So, and I'm also being drawn here to the cat, which is, for me, it's like really starting to use your clairvoyance, starting to use more of your spiritual powers to manifest, rather than relying on the 3D to sort of reshuffle and spit out whatever version of reality it's currently showing you. So they're saying there's so much more power in you through your spirituality, because spirituality is the commander of physicality. Spirituality is much, much higher than physicality. That's how, you know, I healed myself in a way in this whole process, or how we change the outcome of the physical by engaging in the non-physical. And I know you know this, my darling Ekta, but it's like what they're saying is like, don't deceive yourself in thinking that the way of the world is the way of the world, and you have to just deal with whatever the world gives you. They're saying like, go into your divine power and use it to transform your life's circumstances. Because life, physical life, is just the clay with which spirit or the soul moves through the world. You can mold it. And they're saying to use your spiritual tools to shape your world. About the career path. We have the Eight of Pentacles and the Devil. So the Devil is actually in reverse. So what I feel here is that you have known for a very long time that maybe this is not the right place for you. Maybe it's draining your energies. Maybe there are some ties that you can cut which I would recommend you to do if you can cut any karmic ties with the people at work, but also with the work itself. I don't know exactly what it is, but whatever you do, like just cutting cords with everything and everybody. You can do a cord cutting ritual, or just as pranic healer. I think you did pranic healing, right? Just cutting the cords every day. If you go every day cutting, so that you can have like broader perspective, and you can actually see if it's really good for you or no. I think you already know the answer. But if you cut cords, because we sometimes have these loyalties or these unspoken things with people or contracts, you will be able to see it even more clearly, that perhaps this is not the place where you want to be, because you feel tied down. It feels like it's more damaging and like more energy consuming to you than anything else. And then it's like it takes all your energy, and then you don't even have time or energy to do anything else, or to devote to your spiritual practice and all that. Hi, day 56. Welcome. Yes, of course. I mean, donations are always open, always accepted. Thank you so much. And right now we're doing card readings, mini readings that I call them, and they are donation based, but we are full now. But next live we can do yours. Like whenever I announce it, you can just, follow the instructions to book it, and then you can have your mini reading. Yes, Ekta. Oh my god. And it's so like girl, you're like not really sleeping, you're worried, you're sad. Okay, so let me see. What's the advice here? But it's going to shift. It's also divinely guided that this moves out of your life. So maybe paying attention to new opportunities. I see a man here, maybe like a person offers you a different type of work, a man, an older man. And also I feel like what the angels are saying is like, take care of your family, of your garden. Like taking care of yourself, your inner child, and perhaps even the inner child of your partner. Like, because we have the 6 of Cups as a general message, advice. So I feel like this is what you're needing, like the sweetness of family life, of, maybe even like cooking with your family, and just being on vacation, or just not having anything to do, and really enjoying that sweetness and that tenderness, and making space in your daily life to be sweet and tender with yourself. Because it's like this comes in, and then we forget. Like all this wheel of, oh my god, I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to do that, and then we forget and we disconnect from the body. So the guides are saying, go back into your body, ground, move your body, do self-massage, go get massage, go swim, go do anything that helps you ground and be and feel your physical body. And your physical body won't lie. It will tell you exactly where it contracts, where it expands. If you're always like this at work, you can feel it where the body is not happy. Death. Yeah, I think major change of work. Ekta. Oh my god. Very similar themes for everyone, right? In these readings. Let's see. Let me see. And let me read your question again, because I feel like I missed something. Okay. Yeah, it's like being, like they're saying, be a kid again. Like you can learn from your kids to be a kid again. Like instead of trying to make them be more adults, try practicing being more like them. A little bit, you know? Just playful. Yeah, it's like this job is stealing the pleasure of your home, of your life in a way. And there's also something or someone not so good in your work. I don't know if it's a woman, like a lady. But they're saying like just to be a little bit careful. Maybe it's a coworker or something. You may be talking to friends, maybe a friend from abroad or from somewhere who doesn't live really in your vicinity, but maybe talking to her will give you also ideas of what to do, or maybe, you know, she'll invite you, because I feel like you will receive also some sort of an invitation. Birds bring a message full of cheer. If this card falls distant, all is not clear. Whatever the outcome, remain without fear. Woes will be brief, and when the birds disappear. So yeah, I feel like this message is coming. And it will be lucky message. Also maybe abundance, like maybe you're receiving something, either a job offer or maybe some kind of abundance, maybe inheritance or something like that. But I think like the message with this card is like, if you can take a break and just have a moment to sort everything out and like take a break, or maybe come out of that environment if you feel like it's not serving you, or if you feel like it's a bit toxic, and just have that clean break, and then, you know, evaluate for you if you maybe you have other possibilities that you haven't even noticed, and they're like right there, you know. You work with all women, okay. Well, there's one in particular, just to, you know, protect yourself. Okay, let me see. Hope this makes sense. What other message? See, I am a magician. I'm telling you, Ekta. You can manifest your dream job, or whatever you want to manifest. It's funny because sometimes we don't take the time to do our spiritual practice or meditate or go into those states, even those states of relaxation, of communion with God. And the thing is that if we start doing that, and we do that every day consistently, even if it's 10 minutes, 20 minutes, very soon we start to see that our reality shifts. Hi, B. Oh, so nice to see you. So happy that you're here. Oh my gosh, B has been with me, I think, almost from the beginning, like since we started the channel. And the other message for Ekta: I am fun, and exciting. That's the thing with the children, like coming into your fun, creative energy, because that's where we feminine manifest the best. When we're feeling beautiful and sexy and open and safe and sensual and just like expansive. I expand my heart, I expand my energy, and from that we are an amazing, powerful vortex of energy where we are constantly creating. We are creatrix by nature. So if you take the time to expand and feel good with yourself, and then, what do I want? Do I want a new job? Done. You got it. Do I want a new relationship? Boom. I got it. Like that song from, I don't know, there's a pop song that says, I got it. Just, you got it. Okay. So going into that energy, you will surprise yourself of how much you can manifest when you focus your creative powers, when you focus and direct your sexual energy. We learned this in the goddess courses, you guys. I'm also going to put out the sacred sexual energy course very soon. That's what I was doing before I got sick, and it got halted, but I'm almost done, and I'm going to put it out as soon as it's done. So yes, friends, she's fun and exciting. See, Ekta? So we have to be more in that energy because we deserve it. And you are the only one keeping yourself from that. We can create the momentum, we can create the circumstances, we can change the circumstances. Believe in yourself, in your magic. Okay? Kylie says 7 rings. Oh, I think that's the song. Everybody listen to that song. No, I'm just kidding. I don't really know the lyrics. I just know that part. Listen to that part. Okay. So let's see. Ekta, you listen to that song, okay? Every day on your iPod. And they're saying to stay vigilant for new opportunities, for new ideas to come for you. Okay? And the other last affirmation for Ekta is, I'm courageous. You are courageous, my friend. I know you are. And you deserve so many beautiful things. And you deserve a work that is wonderful. That, where they appreciate you, where you feel good, where you feel powerful, where it's not draining you. Okay? That's not the status quo. We can change the status quo. Okay. I hope that helped, my dear Ekta. Okay, so let's see who's next. Oh my gosh. We're almost done, guys. Oh, Anthony. Oh, and Teresa. Teresa, are you here? Or Anthony? Anthony. Oh my gosh. Just moved here. My things. Okay, well, let me do Anthony. I think he wrote his question. Oh, here. The general reading for my connection with M. Okay. Let's see, Anthony. First, I'm going to get a message here. Oh, wait, I didn't disconnect. Okay. Okay, so it says the first message for Anthony. Elusa star of Venus, I am not a handful of worthless dust. I am not just an empty shell. I am a regal pearl formed in this world. Even a small blessing of light is more powerful than the fears of multitudes. There's no need to fight fear with fear, hate with hate, or anger with anger. You do not have to convince anyone of anything. Connect with the love within your heart, rest there, and become wise. Wow, look at this card. Okay, so let's see. Anthony, in regards to yes, yes. Ooh, okay. Okay, wow. Oh my god. A lot happening here, Anthony, too. Oh, Teresa, how are you? Okay, after Anthony, it's your turn, okay? And then we're gonna wrap it up. My gosh, guys, it's already 10:15 almost. I thought it was going to be like 1 hour. Okay, let's see. Okay, so Anthony. So I see here that there's definitely love between you two. I don't know who M is, but you know, the Two of Cups is here. It's between the Four of Pentacles and the Sun in reverse. So I don't know if you had like a previous relationship to her, or you've been connected like in other timelines, but I see that in the past there was a lot of heartbreak and the Tower. So it tells me that you've been through some pretty intense things. I'm not sure if this is this lifetime or maybe a past lifetime, because I'm seeing that too. And so this lifetime or this time around, if it has been like a past connection, it feels like you're starting to build things on a friendship basis, which is kind of like the advice here, which feels like being friends or establishing like a firm friendship first leads to a new beginning in this relationship. And they're also encouraging you to be very truthful, like to speak, and for both of you to be very honest with each other so that you're able to build something that lasts. You know, they're talking a lot about the foundations, the ground of this relationship, and to take it slow, like not to rush too much into anything. And for you to also really assess if this is the kind of relationship that you are meant to be in, or that you would like to be in. Yeah, I feel like it is. Because we have here like the rider. Heed well good news from the Cavalier, and passionate views promise good cheer. Sadness that hides veiled in the day, once disguised, soon flies away. And I feel like the advice here is actually to be very honest with yourself, first and foremost, and then being honest in the relationship. Wow, and we have the lilies. Lilies are white, green leaves surround, the outlook is bright, and passion will abound. When this card rests higher, it means good disposition. So this is a very beautiful combination. This is from the Lenormand cards. I love the Lenormand. I don't know why. But you have the rider or the cavalier, the lilies, and the book. So it seems like this is like the beginning of a new story. And the lilies represent usually abundance and also good sexual chemistry and passion. So it feels like it can lead to a very nice, stable relationship if you're able to take it easy, build that like friendship foundation if it's possible, and and if you both agree to that you want to build this relationship. Yeah, I don't know, it seems very good. Let me see. Can we get a message from this for Anthony? Our higher self. So they want to. Oh my god. That flew. Oh my god. I'm trying to get it. Sorry guys. Okay. So the card says, I'm not ready to take responsibility. Let's clarify that. Oh my god, what's going on with these cards? They're flying all over. Oh, okay. And it says, can you forgive me? And I can't breathe without you. And I didn't give up on you. So maybe this was from the past where maybe one or both of you weren't able to take responsibility for something. And they're asking for forgiveness. And maybe both of you perhaps have something to forgive. Maybe even if it's from past lifetimes, you can perhaps do the Ho'oponopono with her, with a relationship, to just forgive any things from the past to clear a little bit. But yeah, very important to speak the truth and to have this new beginning in communication. Okay? Okay, love, I hope that helped. Okay, so let's go to Teresa. Teresa, last but not least. I think I'm going to do the Victoria's. She left, but she donated when we were already closed. But I think I'm going to do it next live. Okay, so she will be, Victoria, you will be the first one. I'm just going to write it down here so I don't forget. Victoria. Okay. Awesome. So, let me see if Teresa... What? Did you ask me a question, my love? Or is it like, general? Let's see, can't find it. Teresa... No. Do you have any specific questions, my love? Any messages that come up? Okay, perfect. Oh, I missed you, love. You have such a beautiful energy. Thank you so much. I feel like it's a moment of decisions for a lot of people, for everybody. It's like we're making new commitments, new big shifts. So, yeah. Okay. Oh no, I lost the chat. Oh, there you guys are. Okay. Oh wow. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, okay. Let me just pull a card here. Thank you for your likes, guys. Okay. Okay, Teresa. The lover and the beloved. When you move into the unknown, beyond everything, the beloved caresses you. Oh, how you have been burned before, abandoned, betrayed, so painfully disappointed, cast aside, suffering at the hands of an unworthy lover. Can the great divine love affair be tarred with the same brush? Will bitter expectations keep your heart locked away behind a mean-spirited gate? Something needs to change within you so that you can receive. It may simply be that you say yes. Wow, and this is the card. We see a couple there, and a lot of people, like kind of like angels around. And I actually see this in your cards too, like the possibility of something shifting, something major shifting. Perhaps even in your love life. Perhaps someone new coming in. Here, the first thing is the Wheel of Fortune. You're ending a cycle. You're also ending a cycle of indecision, of having too many things at once, and feeling a bit burdened by it. I feel like you have been going through this period of kind of like hermiting, balancing, because we have the Hermit in reverse, but then we also have the Hangman in reverse as well. So two very strong cards that you have been super introspective perhaps this whole year. And I see that you're waiting for something to come in or something to change. Oh, sorry. Maybe this situation of indecision, it's like you can't do that anymore. You're done with the indecision. Maybe it's your own indecision, or maybe it's someone else's indecision, but you're like, I'm done, like done, dead, bye, I'm leaving. And so after this, I see you go into the Hangman, become enlightened, right? Hangman in reverse. And then you start to see things clearly. I feel like this is what's going to come in between now and January, February. And as you gain this clarity of, I can't do this anymore, like I don't want to be in this position anymore. And really, you won't be able to do it. Like the burden will be too much on your heart or on your soul. It's like demanding a change. So after that, you awaken to your magician. From the Hangman, you go from this period of introspection. And then, boom, you emerge as the magician with all your tools. You remember your spirituality, all of your resources, and you start to create and manifest. And we see here that you're actually creating this beautiful relationship. So an equal give and take relationship, perhaps with a soulmate. Perhaps this soulmate comes in on a black horse. No, just kidding. But I feel like this someone will maybe come with an offer, maybe an offer of building something together. Maybe it's even someone that you meet through work. But I feel like it's an invitation into the future, into like the rest of your life in this new energy. Because coming from the 10 of Pentacles to the Magician, it's like a huge step. It's like saying, I'm done with this, no more. And I'm going into full abundance manifestation mode. Maybe you will travel too, and that's where you feel like enough is enough. Like you have this epiphany while you're traveling, maybe, or you already had this. Because even this card, the card from the beginning, it's kind of like not accepting anything less than in your relationships anymore. And remaining open with the Magician, after you heal, of course, after the Hangman, after the Hermit, after balancing your life. Remaining open to attract the love that you deserve. The future, the relationship, the soulmate. I see a soulmate super strong. Let me see. What's the advice for Teresa right now? I just asked and they said, go with the flow. Go with the flow. Ooh. But release the burden. And then you have a stately house beyond the gate bestows stability upon your fate. In love and play, your chance to win depends on how you first begin. And this came right over the 6 of Cups. So maybe you will find yourself in a new beginning in love, unexpectedly. Ooh. Let me see. Oh no, I can't see the chat anymore. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, the letter and the tree. This surprise letter from a place remote brings good news from a friend who wrote, "If the worst pretend stormy sky, sadness will soon much intensify." So usually the letter is a positive card, depends on where it's, with what cards it comes out. But because it came with the house and the tree, one tree from earth is best to see, it springs from birth, good health for thee, and if the tree should reappear close to the current, your goal is near. So I think here what they're speaking of, the goal is like the goal of having this beautiful family life and stability. Like having this, your house with a garden, you know, not the white picket fence thing, but it's more like your beautiful magical place with your loved ones, and perhaps even with a new loved one, you know, being there. I'm excited, girl. Like, I don't know. You have to tell me. I don't know what has been going on this past year. Sorry, guys. I literally went off almost a year. But let me see. Okay, so your affirmation is, I am divine. Yes, you are. And yeah, I feel like this is living more from your spiritual mastery, you know? You have worked so hard, you have learned so many things, and it's like maybe putting all of that which you learned to use. Maybe even starting to, you know, have your own practice. Seeing patience, you know? Let's see. I am kind and giving. Yes. Let's see. I am helpful and resourceful, and I am healthy. So we have already 2 cards of health. So maybe this also says that your health is going to stabilize, or, you know, you're going to have maybe a breakthrough in your health. Maybe you already had it, but I feel like it's something that is going to be building. So it sounds wonderful, my love. I hope that helped. Okay. So, oh, that's beautiful, Bee. Building a nesting homestead with a soulmate. Match teammate sounds nice. Yes. And we're gonna do a lot of that in my next course, the Magdalene Yeshua Temple course. So if you guys want to come manifest with us in that way, you can do it. I will put the link later beneath the video so that you can learn more about the course and everything. And also, if you guys want to do the Magdalene one, the initiation one, just let me know. I don't have it on the website yet, but I can send it to you if you want to do it. before the other temple course starts, and I would really recommend that if you can. If not, it's also okay. But the Magdalene had a lot of very beautiful energetic initiations and activations, and you will get the gist of the temple teachings more before you go into the Divine Masculine Temple. Oh, you're so welcome, Teresa. Oh, I'm so happy. So we're gonna do a mini healing, okay, before we wrap up. Also, if you want to book anything with me, you can do it on my links. I think I have a couple of sessions open. I think I will open a couple of readings. But yeah, if you don't see anything that you would like to book, just write to me on Instagram or to my email, lana@soulrising.com, and we can figure it out. Okay? Yay! I love you guys so much. So let's go into the healing and then we'll close out. Please drink a lot of water if you haven't yet, and after the healing too. Okay. Okay. You can lay down if you want. Okay. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you all, and thank you everyone for your donations during this time, for your support, for every time you buy a healing or channel or a mini healing reading. Everything means the world to me, and I'm so honored to be here with you again. And I can't wait for all the beautiful things that are coming. And if I could make it, you can make it. Okay, so we're here with everything we've got. Okay. So let's just take a deep breath in. Starting to open your channels, calling in all of your guides, angels, ascended masters, ascended teachers, opening your living library of light, calling in your guardians, the custodians of your field, of the inner teachings, or saying of your domain. Mani Usuntanya Sanihashawa Idia Deria Suya. This is just a little bit of light language for those of you who don't know. Iyataisia Sharia Surahaumia Iakya Satari Ewa Utusnya Sari Usum. And we're going to start combing all of the energy in your field. releasing all static, allowing your guides to cleanse your field, allowing the light of God, the energy of divine God, Goddess, to pour down, 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 down through your crown as liquid light, and pour down, down, down through your body, cleansing and purifying your field, activating the violet flame of transmutation and the green flame at the shoulders, or to clear any negative energies, clearing any energies that are not yours. Clearing any entities in the mind, negative form thoughts, negative creations. Clearing any negative reverberations, any shadow. Andurasa, 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 andurasa. And starting to activate the sword of Excalibur through the divine masculine. And starting to comb through your field and cleanse, clear and disconnect any cords that are not benefiting you, any negative cords, the people outside, anything or anyone in your field that does not belong there. Activating a beautiful golden sphere to shield you and to shield your beloved one and your beloved ones, your families. And activating these spheres counterclockwise to cleanse, purify, and clear any negative energies, to activate the highest vibration, to accelerate into the perfect vibration for everybody involved. If it's for their highest good, if they accept the healing. Saya, 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 saya. And we're clearing any old stories of war through Europe. Clearing the water, clearing the oceans. We're clearing specifically the Atlantic Ocean, Egyptian Sea, bringing beautiful grid work, mapping to all souls that are here for them to receive new coordinates, anchoring into higher octaves of light through earth, and disconnecting any connections to lower fields and lower dimensions, clearing the lower astral. Especially now that dreams are super active, you can disconnect from the lower astral realms before you go to bed. Good, and starting to clear any remnants of the old indigo. You see this very dark, deep blue starting to leave the field to the right. Also starting to leave the earth through the right. And we see this beautiful lighter turquoise, lighter blue come in through the left. And it's like a crystal blue. And it shines and shimmers. And we start to see it wrap around the earth, wrap around the atmosphere, the planets. And starting to receive divine guidance from the Arcturians, from the Syrian lineages. And they're saying, from the rainbow people, Vanisa Hotuya Kyare, bring back the teachings of bridging realities and dimensions, reconnecting dimensions through the light, reweaving divine consciousness through the dimensions, reclaiming all portals through the light. Good. Starting to establish it's like your galactic origins. Starting to clear your ancestry and starting to define your galactic origins, receiving divine wisdom, receiving from your starseed lineages, receiving attunements for you to become a better intuitive, better healer, better conduits of light, encompassing the physical body, healing, strengthening the physical body, nurturing the physical body, nurturing the heart, the physical heart, the lungs, clearing the spleen, clearing the solar plexus, releasing any and all negative emotions, any regrets, lack of forgiveness, anger. And bring down the energies of divine forgiveness and divine love, transmuting through the violet flame in the heart. Let all negative emotions be transformed, transmuted into beautiful, loving qualities and virtues. Let all this energy serves as fuel, as fire, to transmute. Now we're going to ask that where there is darkness, that we show light. Where there is lack of hope, faith. And where there is darkness, light and love, divine unconditional love. Where there is fear, love and forgiveness. And we ask God, Goddess, through us to bless the whole earth, to bless the innocence of all beings in all directions, in all dimensions. May everything and everyone be blessed with unconditional love, divine love, kindness, sweetness, tenderness, and forgiveness. Good. May we all serve as divine channels of divine love, divine peace, divine forgiveness, divine health, divine strength, divine guidance, divine determination, divine action, and the will to do what is right. May all beings on earth continue to awaken. And may we reclaim the strength through the divine goddess and the divine god. The divine feminine return all of her strength and power back to her. May the divine masculine return all of his love and kindness and strength and power back to him. And may we start working through a beautiful diamond, light blue diamond, the top of the crown, spinning and starting to infuse these beautiful diamond tones into the divine feminine and divine masculine. Starting to activate through the crown, the Holy Grail, the embodiment of divine love, divine complement, of divine home, divine belonging, and allowing the space for creation, for for the divine union to unfold, to grow naturally, to develop naturally and protected, allowing it to blossom like a beautiful divine white flower. Reweaving these frequencies of this beautiful white flower into your heart, into the heart of the divine feminine and into the heart of the divine masculine, starting to shine and starting to unweave and release any darkened threads of pain, of sorrow, of sadness, of lack of hope. And opening this beautiful, it's like a teardrop gem in the heart, in the color gold or amber. And it starts to shine a beautiful, powerful light. And it starts to illuminate your whole body, your whole field. It's very, very powerful. So even if it's a little tiny gem at the center of your heart, it has the power to illuminate galaxies and way, way, way above all dimensions, frequencies, beyond space and time. Allowing this light to fill you up wherever you need it, not more, not less. Allowing any excess energy to go out through your feet, through your sacrum, into Mother Earth. Good, and allowing the perfect divine recognition and union of divine feminine, divine masculine principles within you, within your mind, heart, or say your avatar. Starting to understand the purpose of your mission as per your soul group, extended soul group, monad, and beyond. Starting to unify forces. Starting to walk into the light with a clear heart and a clear mind. A strong body. And receiving the sacred blessing and purification of the physical body, of the altar, the temple, where this beautiful light resides. This light that is you, this unique being of light that you are. Receiving all of the sacred codes, the wisdom, the teachings. And they're bringing this light energy spiraling through, kind of like falling stars. See them going through your body, releasing any old nodes of time-space, any old gates that are no longer working, that are no longer serving you. Clearing all of the memories of war, galactic war, and re-establishing yourself in a new place, in a new domain, in this beautiful coordinate and cocoon where you can build your safety, they're saying your legacy, your home, your peace, your abundance, your clarity, where you can just feel the earth beneath you, growing with you, holding you, repairing you as you grow, nudging you, guiding you through your tree of life, starting to see, to believe and to know your own destiny, to fulfill and to co-create your destiny through your soul, through your recognition of who you are as the I am. It is so toye. I am the divine feminine. I am the divine masculine. I am the divine child. I am the alchemical tree. I am the divine providence. I am the divine gift. I am the divine light of this world. I am that I am. I am that I am. I am that I am. Wrapping you in these sheets of beautiful divine love. You're all wrapped in pink and golden energy. And we see the beautiful dolphins swimming around, the whales. I see even the penguins. Just reminding you of the divine innocence, the divine playfulness, the divine laughter. Reminding you of the divine child that you are, that you came here to experiment, to enjoy, to have an adventure, to fulfill your purpose, growing, evolving as a soul for the whole. And they're starting to mend. If anyone here had or has a broken heart, they're mending it through the divine feminine, divine masculine, and starting to activate your seat of life through the bottom of your feet, creating concentric circles, expanding through all your body field, through the planet, creating new patterns of divine love, light, and freedom for you. As within, so without. And establishing the royal imprint of the, they're saying the higher indigo ranks, tribes, this new Syrian models, awakening through it's like the seventh facet of the blue beings, the awakened ones. Good. And clearing any burdens through your back, your spine, your neck, your shoulders. Releasing, clearing also any fear of poverty, scarcity, clearing all of these patterns and fears, fear of death. And establishing new codes through the Fibonacci spiral to grow in the ascendant frequency to the light, into life, into eternal life, eternal abundance, eternal joy, eternal creation. The vortex that always spins, weaving the light. Thank you to all our ancestors. Thank you to the grandmothers and grandfathers of all of our tribes, all of the nations, the galactic energies that are here assisting us, all of the angelic frequencies of love and light, all of the families of light. We thank all of our teachers, guides, the ascended masters, all of our divine teachers. And we thank the souls of everyone who is here, everyone who will listen to this recording in the future. We thank you all. May you be blessed. Great light, great love, great joy, with great abundance, with success in your divine mission as well. May you and your loved ones be blessed always. Through God, Goddess, through Magdalene and Yeshua, it is done, it is done. It is done, and so it is. And very slowly and very gently coming back at your own time. I hope everyone is doing well. It was an honor to be here with you guys. Thank you, B. Thank you, friends. Thank you, Ekta. Thank you, Victoria. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Kylie. Thank you, Larissa. Thank you, Salome. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Julia, Irina, I love you guys so much. And it was an honor and a blessing to be here with you again. Thank you, and I'll see you very soon. Okay, please take care. Comment if you want here down below how you feel after the healing, or if you felt any changes, or whatever you need to comment, just let me know, okay? Oh, it's okay, my dear Ekta, stay there. Enjoy. I love you guys, and please drink water after the healing, okay? Love you so much. Till the next time. Bye.